Going through stuff can be a nightmare. Imagine you having to be in a situation you dread never to be in. I mean, what can happen to you if the worst thing you've ever thought of just comes to meet you at your doorstep? I mean, I don't want to give any weird example or any funny example, but just imagine that thing you've always been thinking that, oh my god, if I'm in this situation, I can take my life. If I'm in this situation, I don't know what can happen to me. Just imagine something like that just flashing at your face and happening to you real life. I mean, I don't have horrible dreams. I've never okay. I think I used to have horrible dreams. I can't remember, but at the moment I don't have horrible dreams. But I can relate to people who do have horrible dreams. And let me just give you an example of one of those horrible dreams you do have happening to you real life. I mean, people go through stuff. People go through things, and going through stuff can be very tasky. It's not nice at all. Going through stuff is not nice at all. It's not nice. It's not nice. I mean, it's a whole lot. It's a whole lot having to go through things that you can't even tell people you've been through before. You can't even talk to the next person to you that, oh my god, this is just happening to me. I mean, there are things that you can't tell the other person that you're going through it. I mean, it has just happened to you and you just cannot tell anyone. So going through stuff is a whole lot. Is a whole lot. And I'm not sure I can relate. I've had my own fair share of having to go through things once in a while. But I mean, stuffs are thicker than stuffs. Some things are thicker than the other. And there are so very weird things that people have gone through that, oh my god, if I'm in their shoes, I don't know what I could have done. But yet they are still holding up and they are still, living in this world, and they are still doing well and they are still doing good. I mean, their life has they are still trying to make a meaning out of life. And the most annoying part of it is that these things get difficult at times. These things get there's not I'm not still going to give an example going forward in this video, but these things get difficult at times, handling it with normal everyday life, and people who are still so insensitive and don't know what you've been through. I mean, we live in a very toxic environment, and not everyone understands you. And you actually cannot really blame them that much because they don't know what you've been through. So they're just being innocent and just, doing their own thing and don't really know what is going on with you. So it's really a lot, and yes, it's just really a lot. It's just really. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. How have you guys been today? How are you guys doing? It's so nice having you all here with me. I'm super excited to be here. In case you are new and this is your first time seeing my beautiful face, oh my god, I'm super glad and super excited to have you here. My name is Funmi and I. Welcome to my YouTube channel. On this channel I share valuable content on mental health and teenage life. Yes, I'm a certified psychologist and I share content on mental health and teenage life. So do also click on the subscribe button down below. As you can see it, subscribe to join this amazing and awesome family. Also, you want to share this video with your friends and also encourage them to join this amazing family by subscribing to my channel. Thank you for doing that. This video, I really have a lot of scattered thoughts, and as you can see, I'm not even looking at the camera. Is not really something that I think I can do in today's video, but I'm really going to try my best. I have a lot of scattered thoughts in today's video, and I'm trying to look for ways to bring them together and discuss it with you guys. And it has to do with going through stuff. Going through stuff. I mean, what do I mean by going through stuff? I don't want to term it trauma, because trauma is not what we actually say trauma is. You guys are going to say that me just like coming and telling us that what you know is not what it is. Yes, because it's my field. I'm an expert and I know what these terms really are. Trauma is a response to an event. Trauma is not the event on its own. So trauma is the response you give to a specific event. So now, I'm talking about going through stuff in today's video. I mean, the environment has become so fearful that there are so many things that are happening in our environment, and people are going through, people have been through, and it's so bad. Yes, it's so bad. There are so many examples that I really do not want to give. But I would like to make this discourse something that we can talk about, because I really think we should talk about it, because when people go through, what interests me in this subject is the fact that people have this knowledge of when they go through certain things, it determines what they become in life, it determines how their life would go, it determines how far they can go in life. And I'm really against that ideology and that mindset, because it limits your person. And I'm not going to say that going through stuff is easy, because it is not easy. It's so hard. Yes, it's so hard. And before you are quick to judge anyone, put yourself in their shoes first and see if you can actually bear the pain, the amount of pain they've borne. I mean, I've spoken to people who have gone through some things before in the past, and I really try to put myself. I've had my shares of things I've gone through too in the past, but there's some things that I really try to put myself in their shoes. And I feel like if I'd gone through this, you would have killed yourself. No caps. I mean, if I didn't have enough help, and except for the help of the Holy Spirit, things would have gone overboard. And these things are not as easy as we carry them in the environment and in the society. So going through stuff is really difficult, and it's not an easy task. People who have gone through rape, who have gone through several kind of abuse, verbal abuse, physical abuse, they are not. It's not easy. Yes, It's not an easy task. I mean, just imagine a child who has gone through rape, like in their short life, like coming to this world with so much potentials. And I mean, I know that when you were growing up, you didn't really know much, but you had your expectations no matter what. Now imagine having to go through something like that at the earliest stage of your life. It's not something that is easy, and or not what someone can get over in a night and in a day. It's not easy at all. It's so tasky. It's so sad. It's so brutal. I mean, someone who had gone through probably robbery. People had gone through a lot. Imagine someone who had gone through robbery as a child, and probably in the process of someone going through the robbery, you have to watch your parents, being killed, cold, being murdered in cold blood. I mean, you have to use your eyes to behold a dead body, like being killed in your presence. And these things are not as easy as some people say it. So my first point that I'm making in this video is the fact that I have gone through that thing does not mean that you cannot come out of the pain of it. It's very painful, understandable, it's sad. It's not something that anyone would want to go through, an experience that anyone would want to have. It's not an experience that anyone would desire to have. So it's not something that is nice. But the fact that you have gone through it doesn't mean that is the end to life, or that is the end to what can happen to you in life. Doesn't mean that you cannot make a meaning out of your life, and still does not mean that you have to form a stereotype towards the person you have gone through it before. It's a very wrong ideology you have to debunk. Yes, I'm not saying that you're just going to come into the full process of healing in a day. You're going to go through healings, yes, but I would like you to have this mindset that I've gone through it does not mean that is all there is to life, or there is like nothing good can come out of you again. It's a lie from the pit of hell. It's not something that you should have within yourself. So if you are watching me today and you've gone through something one way or the other in the past, growing up, you've been through rape, abuse, you've witnessed different events like accidents, killings, whatsoever, you've been introduced to drugs before, but now you're no longer doing drugs, you've been saved from it. I would just like to let you know that those things are not events that should determine what will happen to you. That you've gone through rape does not mean every man you see around is a potential raper or a potential rapist. That you've gone through physical abuse does not mean everybody you see around you is a potential abuser. That you've gone through series of accidents, robbery, and you've seen someone kill someone in your presence does not mean everyone around you is a potential killer. Believe in the word of people, and people will always be people, but yes, we still have very good people around that you would want to engage with, and it takes time to know people. So you should not create a bridge or a stereotype towards people because of what you've been through in the past. That one person has the tendency to do this to you does not mean every other person would like to do that same thing to you. You can still find people who genuinely love you and help you through that thing you've gone through. Number 2 points I'm going to make in this video is I'm going to be addressing the society. Be sensitive to people. Don't judge people anyhow. I mean, you don't know what they've been through to judge them. I'm so careful that I don't even judge those who are into prostitution like that. If you've interacted with people on this matter and have made them understand some things that has to do with prostitution, a lot of them are not really victims of what you are saying them to be. Some of them were victims of abuse and they've gotten used to this thing so much. I don't have a choice that's just for someone that would, give them that level of pleasure. And some of them are really going through thick family things that you don't have an idea of. So don't be quick to just place judgment on people. Have the understanding of you don't know what they've been through and you don't know what they are going through at the moment. So don't I know the environment is cruel, I know nobody is nice. I mean, even yes, especially in a country like Nigeria, I mean everyone is under pressure, everyone is not nice to the other person. But if you are privileged watching this video, I want to make you understand that in your state of going through a lot as well, you can still be nice to the other person. So don't be quick to treat people anyhow, don't be quick to judge them, don't be quick to stereotype them, don't be quick to just abandon them. Be interested in what at least be nice to them, at least be nice. Don't just shut people up. Don't give them tag or give them name. Don't make them feel bad for what they are going, probably what they are doing. You don't know what has led them to that thing. So before you can, I mean, I'm not saying that you should not start, tick boxing bad habits. No, there's a very thin line between tick boxing bad habits and understanding people. I'm not saying habits like prostitution is something good and something noble for someone to engage in, but this person is in it already. The solution is not to blame them or condemn them or reject them. That is not what will bring them out of what they are in already. What will bring them out of what they are in is enough love and enough interest in them, not your condemnation or your rejection. So it's a news flash. Your condemnation is not going to bring them out of anything. It's going to even make it's not even going to solve any problem. So when you are saying a prostitute and they're just blaming them, it's like you're adding to the problem already of the society. You yourself are a problem. So you are not just going to judge people, stereotype them, or abandon them or reject them. Bring them together in love and also try as much as possible to understand them. You might be saying this video and you have this question in your heart that, alright, I don't even understand what is happening to me. Okay, I understand that I've been through this thing, but the responses that are coming from me, I don't understand how they come from, because there's some circumstances you are in that you can't help the response that comes from you. So if you're of that set that, okay, I don't know what is happening to me, I can't even explain what I'm dating. So I'm going to be defining trauma and I'm going to be going through different types of trauma and how traumas come to be in my coming video. So you want to stay tuned. Click on the subscribe button so as not to miss out whenever I post this video. So hit on the notification bell so you can get notified. You can be like among the first people that will get notified of our new videos if you click on the notification bell. Also, you want to share this content with your friends. If you know people who had gone through things like this, or probably they are victims of post-traumatic stress disorder, you can refer them to this particular video. It will really go a long way in helping them. And at the end of this video, I'm going to be opening I'm going to give you them a free floor to a free counseling session with me. So you want to share this video with them, encourage them to see the video and encourage them to reach out so as to get the healing that they deserve. So I will see you all in my next video on trauma. Do all to stay good, stay tuned, and stay up. Bye guys, signing out now.